Have seen a great change on the road. They are starting on the brand new. They are returning to advice. I think I'm not being heard. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're welcome, so much welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I am Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of the program. I have my wonderful, excellent analyst here this morning. Mr. Kunle is here, Mr. Raf is here, Mr. Matthew is here, Mr. Charles, David, Mr. Chigozie, they're on the way. We are right here at Mokolu Street. Mokolu Street. This is a brand new road. For over the years, the people of this community have been asking for the local government and the federal government, the Lagos State government, to help in this construction of this road. So we decided to do our bystanders here this morning. And we say big kudos to the Ifakojaye local government, Mr. Hamzat, for this good work. For this good work they have done in the community. This is what we expect from our government and our leaders. We expect from those that hold positions in the government. This is a good work this morning. You're welcome. Let's go straight to these headlines. A big welcome to those that are watching, wherever you're watching from in the diaspora in Nigeria. Welcome to this edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. Okay, I have with me the New Telegraph, and I also do have the Vanguard newspaper. Let's look at the Vanguard. Buhari OK's APC National Convention for February 2022. Okowa decries rising cost of cooking gas, urges federal government to intervene. The governor of Delta State, if the governor would lament on the rising cost of cooking gas, what would an ordinary Nigerian do? Why oil bunkering can't stop? Wike is saying that why oil bunkering can't stop. Ondo Varsity short as student protest, no school fees, no exam policy. Ondo Varsity short as student protest, no school fees, no exam policy. Main headline, Endsars panel reports, I was attacked, caught like a thief, witness. I was attacked, caught like a thief. There was a story of one of the Endsars witness, those that testified at the panel. She was killed mercilessly by unknown persons. This other person has decried a threat to her life. They are threatening her life, saying that she's next in turn. Now, Adegboro Hassan, other witness, alleged threat to life. Adegboro, the senior advocate of Nigeria, another witness, still alleged threat to life. Lawyers, PDP, APC, CSOs react. As Lagos State government keep mum on attacks, Lagos State government keep mum on attacks. Human rights violators will be dealt with on both sides. Presidency is saying human rights violators will be dealt with on both sides. Popular actor Babasue dies at 63. Popular actor Babasue dies at 63. Direct primaries, National Assembly expect Buhari to sign Electoral Acts Amendment Bill. That is Lawan. National Assembly expect Buhari to sign Electoral Act Amendment Bill. Restructuring can't solve Nigeria's problem. YC. Restructuring can't solve Nigeria's problem from YC. Kanu's release, opera as ACF scribe insists on due process. On Kanu's release, opera as ACF scribe insists on due process. 21-story building collapse. Why we are not open to public? Probe panel chair is saying that why we are not open to public on the Ikoyi Gerard story building collapse. We have the New Telegraph this morning. Federal government is saying get vaccinated or lose your jobs. Federal government tells workers get vaccinated or lose your job. Set December 1 deadline says unvaccinated are threat to others. Set December 1 deadline says unvaccinated are threat to others. Ohaneze Women Northern Group disagree over Nnamdi Kanu's release. Ohaneze Women Northern Group disagree over Nnamdi Kanu's release. Fidelity Bank on year-end trouble with Fidelity for You campaign. Okay, Okowa to FG address rising cost of cooking gas as Senate uncovers 16 billion naira fraud in ministries 2022 budget. Senate uncovers 16 billion naira fraud in ministries 2022 budget as FG moves to plant 629 million trees in northern Nigeria. Kaduna Abuja Highway, how bandits killed Zamfara APC, Guba hopeful kidnapped scores. Mr. Kunle.
Yeah. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning.
And we appreciate your good work you've been doing for a while now. And we need to keep appreciating because this is just a testimony of what we've been saying as we're criticizing them. Especially we emphasize on this road, and thank God our voice was heard and has been heard. They've done the needful, and we give thanks to the deputy governor too for taking it serious and taking it into consideration for him to get this road done. And this is a road that is providing food on the table for the common man. Who are the common man? You're talking of the Okada riders, the people like us, they call the common men. You can see they are all happy this morning. One was even trying to pray. One was even praying for the person that did this thing. And this is what we need to be doing. Where we see the lapses, we point it out and we criticize them and they get it done. So kudos to anybody that must have think it fits for this road to be,
expect this from other local governments.
Sure. I think we don't need to be staying around in Ogba alone. We need to move around so that if you are not part of them, we can be outside and be correcting their lapses because it's still our money. It's taxpayers' money. It's when you're talking of the federal, the state, the local government, all of them, they collected taxes and they have to apply that taxes into use. Kudos to
them. If you have seen this road before, the road is an apology.
Very horrible. Christian, I had a waist pain. I have a waist issue because of this road. Because this road leads to my house, and several of us, I think some of us too, apply this major road down to the Bystanders every day. Anytime I'm coming or anytime I'm going home, can you imagine a pothole, different potholes? It's a very terrible road. But thank God it has been done and it's back to life now.
Let's look at persecution of Endsars and protesters, the panelists and those that testified. One was killed yesterday by unknown persons.
Yeah, you see, we should expect that because if you are standing on the truth side, definitely you must be persecuted. And it's the same thing we are doing here. Some people will see you and say, you are talking about government, you are talking. But as the government, are they doing the rightful thing? Are they doing the needful thing? No. So we need to talk out and we need to speak out. If we don't speak out, the next generation, our children will never forgive us and forget about our negligence. So we need to take up the challenges, say it the way it is. And those guys, they can just be persecuted for a while. They can never, I'm sure they will triumph over all their persecutors because that is one thing I'm expecting, at least from a whole state that you are testifying against. But we should all, that's one thing we black men, vengeance or, like we black men have in mind. We always see all this panel of inquiry set up by the white guys there, and they do it, for reconciliation, not to create enemy. I thought this Endsars judgment or Endsars panel, the result of Endsars panel should have brought in a reconciliation to all the parties, both the offense and the offenders. So I think the way it is now, everybody should close one and look for a way out. So that with such thing will not happen in this country again. And the people that have been fingered as culprits, they should bring them to book. Let's see the mighty men put it in the trial dock, because it's not only common man you put to put on trial. Let's say the big men, so-called the big men, in quote, they call themselves, the elite Nigeria, they call themselves, and they call us common man, the common Nigerian, common. I don't know why you government in power, or they vote somebody that is common into power. You start calling, we can common Nigerians. That's just an insult. So let us see the big ones too, the big guys, as they call themselves. Let them see them. Let us see them on the dock for for trials.
Get vaccinated or lose your jobs. Federal government tell
Yeah, that is for their workers. How many people think about the population? What is the population of the government workers in the old country as we have now? So it's applicable. They cannot face masses again. I thought what they ought to have said, in which they changed their mind was get vaccinated, or you'll be arrested, or you'll not be allowed to enter buses, or you not be allowed to enter a restaurant, or you not be allowed. But they know they can't do that because they failed on their own. They failed on their own, responsibility. They failed on their own responsibility because there was COVID. People lost a lot of jobs. There was lockdown. People lost their jobs. There was no food. There was no palliative. And now we have the right to move around now. Before, if you don't wear face masks, they were clamoring on it that you'll be arrested, but it can't be done. It's only a civilized country that the government take care of, civilized citizens that their government take care of, that you can persuade that you must, adhere to COVID-19. I think COVID is real, but the hungers the Nigerians are facing, they don't even look at COVID. Because before COVID killed them, let me battle this hunger. Let them they are looking at battling hunger before COVID. Because once they battle hunger, they believe the immune system can carry them against COVID. So the government of the day, they can be telling that to their payee, the staffs they pay. How many people are on their payroll? When you look at the
percentage of civil
servants to the population, unemployed, 5% to the unemployed citizen on the road. So I think they should face the civil servants. It's none of our own business. We are on the street. And definitely we are doing our best to adhere to the rules of COVID.
There's another issue in Nigeria, the rising cost of cooking gas. Now, the governor of Delta State has asked the federal government to address the rising cost because gas is being produced by us. We are not importing gas.
We are even wasteful nation. Christian, gas flaring all over, everywhere. You see, I don't know who caused this country, and I don't know what the enemies this country has that is working towards for this country not to be okay. And it's a self-indicted problem we putting ourselves, inflicted problem we putting ourselves. Now, if you go all around the Niger region, the Niger Delta region, there's serious gas flaring going on every day. And this government, all these governments, successful, every government, they know this. This thing has started for almost some years back. The gas that we're supposed to preserve, we keep wasting it. Look at the oil too. Oil subsidy they are removing now. There's serious oil theft going in Niger Delta as I'm talking. And who are these people doing this oil theft? They are the cabal. They are the strong men. They are the government people. They are the untouchable. They are the one who tell me government doesn't know that there's oil theft in Niger Delta. Is it a common man trade? Is it a common man, what's it called? As they call us. Can you just go to Niger Delta and start going to steal oil if you don't have backings of the military, backings of the, because military secured all those pipelines, right? And the navals, the navies. So what we are saying is the government should live up to their expectation. All these things we are lacking now is due to the negligence of duties. Because normally, it's not we that we're supposed to be talking of gas, flaring, and gas increase, rising cost of gas.
Because we produce it.
We produce, yes, we produce. We are one of the largest producers of gas.
Is it that natural resource or mineral resource is becoming a cost or not?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who turned that to a cost. I think we need to go and look for, the tomb of Lugard and the flora. How did they bring us? What brought us to this level? Because the people, these guys, the Nigeria, the package to hand over wasn't the right things they're supposed to do. Because Lord Uganda and Flora, the way they put this country, and the name they even gave this country is not befitting, and it's not even making progress for this country. So the solution we trace, how do we start and how do we get here? Because till years to come, I don't think anything can change in this country. Human being are just changing. We are just seeing changes of leaders, human generally, and not seeing changes of.
It does not reflect on
it does not. It does not reflect. It does not. It doesn't. Because when you bring this one, when the system is going to operate on is faulty, how do you expect him to work? Corruption is going on every day. Every day, corruption is like it's like a job. It's like a lucrative job in Nigeria now. And before you can get to that corruption, the peak of the corruption, you have to join the politics. And they are just there for their selfish interest. They will bamboo you that they vote for me, I'm your representative, I'm your this thing. Instead of them keeping to their servants, promise. They promise us to be over there. They will now twist the whole machinery and turn themselves to the master and turn we to servant. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be our servant, and we are the masters because they are holding our votes down there. We elected them to go and represent us. Every one of us can be in National Assembly. Every one of us can be in the State House. Every one of us can be in the council. We represented them, and they turned overnight to master over our head. And I don't.
Okay, lastly, ACF, Arewa Consultative Forum, is a northern group. They are saying that they are insisting on due process when it comes to Kanu's release. They should not use any political solution. That if you use political solution, it is an indictment on justice.
See, the ACF, the fire that is on top their house, the fire that is on top their roof, the bandits, what's it called, the Boko Harams, the herdsmen, killer herdsmen, that one is not enough for them to face. And they are now looking at the problem that is not even up to 1/10. 1/10 of the problem that they have. They have overload of problems over there, right? They should tackle it. They should tackle the bandits. They should tackle not, peeping into somebody else's affairs. So the ACF, they should mind. I mean, they have a lot of jobs to do in their region. The boys they are killing. A whole general was killed in the north there, on the combat field. A whole general. They never deem it fit for that to amp it on President Muhammadu Buhari to flush out all these bandits and label them bandits and terrorists. But they are looking at Kanu case that is in Southwest, which is a pocket of crime. And the big crime that is being committed there, they never say anything. They never prefer solution to it. That, okay, Mr. President, to name them the bandit terrorists. But since then, we've not heard anything from them. But now they are talking. Let everybody mind. They are Ohanese. They know how to manage this. Let Arewa for a consultative forum to go to their region and stop all this killing from the bandits. Or you should tell Mr. Buhari that they should declare these people terrorists and they should all be brought to books. If possible, the one that's killed, let them be killed likewise. Because they turn a lot of people into orphans. They turn a lot of children into orphans. They turn a lot of job engaged people, to jobless people. So I really don't buy the idea. You take care of home. They say charity begins at home. Take care of home before you start nosing into another person.
Okay,
so
a big thank you to the executive chairman, Prince Usman Akambi Hamzat.
Yeah, we give thanks to him actually. And executive chairman, is it the chairman or the vice deputy governor?
No, the chairman of the local government is the junior brother.
To Dr. Hamzat. Yeah, kudos because the doctor himself happens to be our big senior in school. So they are senior in school, but far. The secondary school I went to, the boarding school. That's Dr. Hamzat himself. I think they are well trained, and there's a legacy their father left behind. And to the viewers, still want to wish everybody Merry Christmas in advance. And we open for the 4th of November, for 4th of December for our get-together party, in which we all. Christian will be there, everybody will be there. If possible, we can have it on a live chat, have the party on a live chat,
We do consultation.
Do consultation, man. My brother,
Thank you
thanks a
very
lot.
much. Okay, I also want to say a big thank you to the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, for compensating the family that died, the lady that died at the Endsars protest in Ojota. The governor of Lagos State has given them a rented 3-bedroom apartment and 1 million naira.
But what have they done to the police that shot
At least for the start. That is the
No, you see, at times there are some fundamentals that until you address it, you have not gotten to the root. Well, we are looking at a situation where other policemen will be deterred from doing it. I'm not saying it's wrong to compensate the family, because there's no amount of compensation that can equate the value of life. But in the same vein, it's not wrong to compensate the family. But the issue is the policeman that pulled the trigger need to be identified and dismissed and prosecuted. Because you don't take life recklessly. That's why you see it is not stopping, because people who are doing it are not being prosecuted. So I think I will enjoin the governor of Lagos State to demand from the police authority to ensure that they identify.
The purview of the Lagos State government to
That's why I say. That's why I say I will enjoin the Lagos State government to prevail on the police authority to identify the particular policeman who put the trigger and organize an on-the-road trial for the man, and make sure the man is taken to a regular court to be prosecuted. That's the right way to go.
Okay. Let's look at the reason why I came on this to this location is because of the road. I've been in Ogba for almost 18 years.
18 years.
Yes, and I've seen this road not like this.
Other 18 years.
I've not seen it.
Okay. To that extent, I think it's a good thing that the road is being tarred now, because part of the dividends of democracy is road infrastructure. So if we are seeing it replicated in everywhere you have bad roads, I think it should be a good commendation. For me, I think it's good.
I just don't.
But again, let us not
be carried away.
Let us not overflog issues, because when somebody do what is elected to do, we should not overflog issues. Because as a government, we understand that every government world over have limited resources. So within that, what we always look at is how judicious do you put to use the money at your disposal. But however I look at it, it's a good thing that the road is tarred. That is the truth.
Okay, let's look at Endsars panelists and one of the witnesses. One of which have been killed. Why the Endsars panelists are decrying persecution from whosoever?
No, she's not the one. Is not killed.
Have been killed.
She has been treated. I think she has been treated. She's not killed. Okay. But she was attacked.
Okay.
And she was taken to hospital. The one that took her to hospital got home. But it's like within the hospital premises.
That she got the
later.
No, she was in the car where.
Yes, it was in the car. She saw an envelope, and when they opened an envelope, it was a threat letter to her life.
Okay.
According to the letter, or according to the report I read, that the person's picture when he was testifying at that panel was enclosed in the envelope without head, which is an indication that they want to assassinate the person or kill her or even behead her. So for me, I think it's a bad signal. I think the government should rise to the occasion. I think the people who came to the panel to testify deserve to be protected. These are one of the issues we are talking about in this country. How do you now say that people who came to testify, we have seen the report of the panel, which the whole world is commending the boldness with which the panel turned out that report as independent as it is. But if we start seeing people who came to testify being attacked, their life being threatened, I think it's not a good omen for our democracy. I think they deserve to be protected. I think the system, the police need to protect them, because it is their responsibility to protect them. It's irrespective of the opinion of the police. These are Nigerians who deserve to be protected. The police are being paid by taxpayers' money. They have no excuse to say people who came to testify are not being protected and they are vulnerable to be attacked by hoodlums. I don't want to know who is sponsoring them, because for one, I can understand that they may be state-sponsored hoodlums. But the important thing is that the government have a responsibility to even arrest those hoodlums. The police have a responsibility to arrest those hoodlums and ensure that the safety of those people are guaranteed.
Okay. Let's look at Kanu's release. Opera as ACF scribe insists on due process.
I don't know the due process what's
You
it
must
called?
face the law.
What's it called? ACF is talking about Arewa Consultative Forum. I don't know the due process they are talking about. Because for me, I think what is paramount at this point is it in the public interest that Nnamdi Kanu is released? Of course, it is in the public interest. Because we have witnessed so much unnecessary waste of life and property in the southeastern part of the country since Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. And if you look at the reasons why somebody who is detained or why somebody who is on trial could be released, it falls under the category of for the purpose of public interest. If releasing Nnamdi Kanu will bring the needed peace in the southeast, I think it's the way to go. I think the Arewa Consultative Forum, they are assuming too much. Why should they be the one to be telling Mr. President not to release Nnamdi Kanu? For me, I think Mr. President he need not to listen to the advice from Arewa Consultative Forum. He should release the man. Because we have myriad of insecurity, plethora of insecurity in the north that range from killer herdsmen, bandits, Boko Haram, kidnappers. And these people have not deemed fit to address these issues. I think Audobe is the chairman of the Arewa Consultative Forum currently. I think he hails from Benue State, if I'm not mistaken. Look at his own governor. A Fulani group that goes by the name of Fulani Nationality Movement has attempted assassination on his own governor, the sitting governor of his state. What has he done to condemn it? What useful information have you provided provided for the police to do investigation to arrest those culprits? I think they should address those issues rather than trying to set the Southeast on fire. It tells you that there are some people who are happy with the killing in the Southeast. It tells you that there are people who are not interested in peace in the Southeast. It tells you that there are people who want the killing and the insecurity in the Southeast to continue. By the time you start hearing elders speaking in this manner, you see, so you show you an elder who have mischief for peace, who is not interested in peace, who have penchant for seeing people dying. Because for me, as an elderly statesman, you should seek for peace. You should advocate for peace. You should embrace peace. And we have all seen and witnessed and know that the peace have eluded that region over the months. And we have come to terms that if releasing this man will engender the much needed peace. So for me, I think Mr. President should not listen to Arewa Consultative Forum. I think he should go by the advice of, the plea by the respected Igbo leader and every other leader of the country who is speaking in the same vein, that release this man for us to have peace.
Okay, address this together. Okuwa decries rising cost of cooking gas, urges federal government to intervene. Wike is saying why oil bunkering from Niger Delta, why oil bunkering cannot stop.
Okay, if you look at the oil bunkering, let me start from oil bunkering. You see, if you look at what Wike is saying, there is a wide allegation he has made against the army, against the police, and against Civil Defense Corps. Don't forget that Civil Defense Corps has a mandate constitutionally to protect federal government critical infrastructure, like the pipeline, even refineries and all that. But a situation where you will deploy military personnel, police officers, Civil Defense Corps personnel to man oil infrastructure. They will go there and start colluding with bunkers, and they will be doing bunkering together for their pecuniary interest, for their financial benefit. I think it calls for serious national concern, because there are so many negative effects that comes out of it. One, environmental degradation. If you look at part of what Wike said, he's even advising the military that if you are destroying these illegal bunkering sites, that they should look for environmental friendly ways of doing it. Not just coming, setting a place. At the end of the day, you destroy aquatic life. You make the place not good for agriculture. You end up bringing environmental issues again. So what are you resolving? So for me, I think it is an indictment against the leadership of the police, against the leadership of the military, and against the leadership of Nigerian Civil Defense Corps, that they should rise to the occasion and identify their personnel who are compromising their responsibility by colluding with bunkers to do bunkering at the expense of the economy and at the expense of the environment where these oils are found.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Then looking at the cooking gas, I think the government have a, because if you look at cooking gas, it's like an essential commodity. It's like something that is special. So if there's any area of the economy that the government needs to subsidize, or if there's any area of the economy that the government look inward, whether people are doing some sharp practices that is making the price to skyrocket, I think there's every need for government to comment, to step in, to see how they can check the astronomical increase in the price of cooking gas.
Okay.
Then for the purpose of this, our forthcoming end of year get together, I think it's approaching now. If, like all our viewers, both locally and globally, we have made some effort to sensitize them about it. This is the 23rd of November, and we are looking at first week of December. So anyone that is interested in supporting the party can reach me on 070-899-58243. Once again, 070-899-58243. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I want to say this morning that we have a policy. As much as whoever that wants to do anything, inform the company before you do anything. Like what Mr. Matthew has just said, we are well aware of what is happening. So it is respect and responsibility that you inform the organization before you do anything. Whatever you're going to do, I'm the anchor. I need to be informed before you bring it on live. Hi, Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning. To buttress the point with what Matthew said, we are standing with him. It is an agreement. We all reviewers are in solidarity with that position.
Okay.
And we must appreciate everyone who might want to queue in at to this program. It's a program for all. And I must specially invite the CEO in the person of Mr. Biodu Popeli to grace the occasion, and it will be his presence will be a very big difference. And to all fans out there, you are highly invited. Comes the 4th of December 2021. Thank you.
Okay, let's move straight to what we have for today. Kanu's release uproar as ACF scribe insists on due process. They're saying that before they release Kanu, you must go through the law. They don't want political solution. It's an indictment on due process.
Who said so?
That is the ACF, Arewa Consultative Forum.
Okay, the president of Arewa Consultative Forum's position, well, is personal. And so I would have listened to him better if what is that his name, Yerima or so?
Yes, Yerima.
If he has been concerned about the plight of the northern people, you see, I have not seen him any time condemning, of course, the rates of killings, kidnapping, molestation, and a breach on the northern fundamental rights of the northern residents. I have not seen him condemning the activities of Boko Haram, the bandits and all that, the reckless activities of course, which has escalated to unbearable dimension. He has not come up. If truly he represents the interests of the northern people, I think he should have been a vocal, a voice to reckon with. But he has remained silent on issues, on issues that borders on the security, the welfare of the northern people. So why, how sudden did he become more interested in Mazim Nnamdi Kanu? Why his own country home, his own region has been damaged? And his conspiracy of silence suggests that he's in agreement with the level of destruction and devastation going on. It's very unfortunate that a man of his kind is still a youth could act in such manner. Is very unacceptable. And I believe that he does not represent, of course, the interests of the northern people. And coming to that, of course, the law has to take its course. And by the law, what do he mean by the law? I understood that he may have a different connotation in that respect. So when he says the law, you see, even Nigeria understood that they flouted the law, international laws. You see, that of course must be followed before you can extradite anyone from a foreign country. So he they violated the law, and of course I still believe that the law will take its course. So anyone begging for Nnamdi Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu is an act of cowardice, is an act of stupidity. You shouldn't interfere. Of course, it is already before the courts of law, and we should be patient and wait the proceedings of the law of the courts to take its course. And whoever is interested should make such arguments before the court of the law. So Yerima is not in the position to determine, of course, the outcome of the law, which I believe, of course, it is a very serious offense, extraordinary rendition. And it's, of course, might lead to diplomatic breach between the British and
justice in Nigeria.
That is exactly
how would you expect me to follow the process?
Exactly, if there is justice, I think somebody like Yerima wouldn't have come and be making some silly statement. Justice not just for a particular people, justice for the northern people who has been marginalized and who have become a victim of circumstances. I wonder how the kind of traumatic and emotional torture those people might be going on. Justice for all. Everybody is yearning for justice. And of course, that's why there are, in several regions, there are agitations, because people are no longer comfortable with the system. And the system does not foster any future, of course, for the people. And we must end that system. That is the only justice that can be done. To end the system called Nigeria, I listened to one respected reverend. I think now they are now speaking out. He said Nigeria is a fraud. He said Nigeria is a scam. That if they like, let them come and arrest him. You see, he's talking. He was a former deputy governor of a particular state. I won't mention it. He made it clearly known to the people that haven't understood the position of the law, that the 1999 Constitution is a clear fraud, is a deprivation, is a conspiracy to deny the populace, the masses of their rights and the fundamental rights to good governance and good life.
You get vaccinated or lose your jobs. Federal government tell workers, says December 1st deadline. As
yeah, I wouldn't want to meddle into that. If you're a federal worker or state enrolled in any whether federal or civil service, I think you should, of course, adhere to their terms and conditions. I wouldn't want to say that maybe you revolt, because when you lose your job, I have no one for you. You have no one to fall back on. Then if you think you consider it morally right, and you can go for it. But for me, the government has not provided any job for me, and you can't enforce such laws. It does not. It's not binding. So I think they are referring to the people on their payroll. So probably maybe your own company might introduce that in recent times. You might be forced to do that because you're a Nigerian, and you must adhere to the rules
Mr.
of law.
Matthew in Nigeria.
Uh,
Okay, Mr. Matthew will be vaccinated.
well, that is his personal opinion.
Okay, let's look at panel members are saying that their life is being threatened after the panel report. A witness was attacked, almost killed yesterday.
Everyone's life is being threatened, even your own, but you might not know it. You see, all these Nigerian journalists, you might be living in denial, but for the very fact that you are here exposing the criminality of this government, and if your channel is being used to expose the atrocity and the heinous crime committed by this government, then your life is under threat. It's just that probably due to providence, they have not come after you.
I understand what you're saying.
Likewise, our lives is under, of course, threat. So it is not something that should come as a surprise. You can imagine people who came to testify what they saw. You see, what they witnessed as part of the victim survivors of this atrocious and heinous crime against humanity. And it must not be swept under the carpet. The world is watching, and there are interested parties to this. So I think let it be that for the first time, Nigerians are rising to the occasion, and the judiciary must play its role in ensuring that the confidence of the people, they regain the confidence of the people. It's about the service to humanity. It's not just about Nigerian factor. They must rise above the Nigerian factor and prove to the world and to the generation that they can be trusted, that the world can look up to them to chart a new way forward for the African race. So these people who have been mercilessly killed and in such a cold blood, in such a gruesome murder, could not be allowed to die that way. Justice must, of course, prevail.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah, do have a good day. I remain Chigozie Ndibo. Chigozie Omo Biafra.
Alias, the one of
somebody said if you fight for the unity of Nigeria, you'll be attacked. That is the Endsars. If you fight that you don't be part of Nigeria, you'll be also attacked. What do you fight for?
Well, you fight to stay safe. You fight to survive. You fight to feed yourself first. Forget about whatever they are fighting for. Forget about Endsars. Forget about whatever they are fighting for. The Nigerian we are talking about, there's nothing is working in this country anymore. Endsars, you don't fight, you stay at home. Anything you are doing, I don't think it's been considered. They can't even consider you on anything. So the best thing is just on your own, to your tent, oh Israel. Once you're on your own, I believe maybe you are fighting or you didn't fight, still you'll be attacked. You are fighting or you didn't fight, still what will come upon you in the country will still come. So the best thing is just to safeguard yourself. Stay clear.
Okay, let's look at Kanuan's release. Some northern politicians and northern stakeholders are saying that there should be no political solution to Kanuan's release, that he must follow the due process.
And the northerners are saying that. That is to tell you that we have the section of people who are ruling this country. When you follow a due process, you know that this young man has not done anything. Okay, you said the northerners are trying to tell you that this man should follow a due process. What due processes are you talking about? That his own they are following due processes. What kind of due processes are you talking about? My brother, there's nothing like due process in this country. You are telling us due processes that he should follow due process, that he should be charged to court. He has been charged to court, and the man that was standing with the responsibility of doing what? Defending him has not been given the mantle, the leadership to defend his own personal client. And you are telling the whole world that they should follow due. What is due process? The northern people should come out and define what they mean by these due processes.
He must have his day in court.
He must. If you're having your day in court, What then happens to your lawyers? The last case, Nnamdi Kanu lawyer was not even allowed to go in. So you are aware of that. Then what kind of due processes are you talking about? You are just a law. You are just trying to infringe the fundamental. That's exactly what you are doing. A man who has nothing, who has not done anything to, and you are telling us due processes. My brother, when you look at it very well, the reason why you go to school is maybe you have some lecturers, you have some teachers that will tutor you and you become whatever you want to become in life. If they are not there, the best thing for you just to stay at home. Now, you have somebody like your own personal lawyer, and he was not even allowed to go into court, and you are there telling the whole world that you're following due processes. What due processes are you talking about? My brother, the due processes, the northern Arewas, whatever they are called, they don't know what they are saying. Seriously.
That's the due process.
They don't know what they are saying. You're talking about due processes. When my own lawyer, I was charged to court, for instance, and I was not even allowed to talk to my lawyer.
Okay, your lawyer is not allowed to represent you.
That's what you call, your lawyer must have what you call examination in chief. That's what you call examination in chief in law. That's what you call examination. And it's mainly done by your lawyer. Definitely, it's the responsibility of your lawyer to ask you, young man, these count charges that have been given to you, did you steal this or did you not steal that? You have every right to tell your lawyer every substantial truth you know about what really happened. Then your lawyer will know how to go about defending you. But this man lawyer was not allowed to go into court, and you are telling them that you are following due process. My brother, forget about that. I don't think they know.
Endsars protesters, an Endsars protester that testified in court was attacked, and the panel members are saying that there is a threat to their life.
That is exactly the kind of country we are into. Somebody was telling me this morning that there's no difference between this government and the mobocracy. Mobocracy. That is military regime. Are you getting me? There's no difference between this Nigerian democratic system of government with the military system of government. There's an injustice meted on you. You go to court to testify. Before you reach home, you are killed. What kind of country what kind of practicing, what kind of country are we into? What kind of practicing are we into? That you cannot even come to court and tell the whole world the substance of truth, what really happened, and your life will not be in danger. My brother, the truth of the truth, their life will be in danger because they have come out openly. That is why some people will just, if you are in a place where some people are trying to render an interview, they will tell you that an animal person, their name will not be mentioned. But this one, you went to court, your face and everything, definitely their life will be in danger. That is the kind of nonsense country we are into. That somebody cannot come out and declare the sense of the truth, that walk in line with the truthfulness of what he has seen. I saw you killing this person. I saw you killing this person. And I went out to tell the whole world that I saw you killing the person. Do you know that after that, my life will still be in danger? Definitely. These people's life will be in danger. Definitely. That's the country we are into.
Okay, rising Okowa, governor of Delta State, decries rising cost of cooking gas, urges the federal government to intervene.
Increase, right? My brother, you cannot. The cost of buying ordinary gas to fill your
the gas container.
The gas container. No. The cylinder is different, right? What is inside the container? The price of buying what you should put inside the container is more higher now than the cylinder itself. What kind of injustice is that? You were talking about Chicos. Somebody was telling me that he saw Chicos. They go to NNPC with a rubber to buy kerosene yesterday, and I was laughing. I said, "Yes. What do you expect from a young man like that? You cannot even."
That is a young man.
Is he not a young man? He's an old man.
Because he has white hair.
Even my brother, white hair is natural. Do you understand? Look at this young man here. Somebody like Ojuku doesn't even have white hair. It's a natural something. Are you getting me? Somebody at the age of.
Because Nigeria can.
That is the sufferness you are talking about. That is the hardship we are into. That is the kind of hardship you are into. You are not being felt well. You are not in the rightful position where you are supposed to be after finishing whatever you are doing educationally, and you are here melting yourself, going down the melting order. For instance, you are supposed to be, even if it's a job of 50,000 naira in Nigeria, for you to be managing, but you cannot see that. What do you expect? Somebody that has, you mentioned Chico said that has family. You mentioned this. Definitely, these are people, the gray hair will have to flow in. It has not even flowed because the level of sufferness is much. Are you getting me? The level of sufferness is much. Are you getting me?
Some people say, please stop wasting your time. The only solution is disintegration of the evil.
That is exactly the point. That is disintegration. What do you mean by disintegration? Or do you want to go on their own? The Igbos should be on their own. Are you getting me? Then believe me, there was a prophecy according to Nnamdi Kanu. He said, time shall come when there will be no Nigeria. And I believe that. What do you mean by there will be no Nigeria? Arewa, the northern people will not answer Arewa. They will not answer northern. What they will answer is Arewa. You as an Igbo man, what will you be answering? A Biafran. You as an Yoruba man, you will be answering Odudua member. Are you getting me? So it's very, very simple. The best way is just to disintegrate the country. Let everybody go to his own section of country and do what? Develop his personal. We are, there's a marginalization in this country. When you talk about marginalization, when you go to most of these important positions, ranging from custom. Last week, I was telling you 2 weeks ago, there was a custom officers exams here. When you look at their badges, it's very hard for you to see a Yoruba and an Igbo man there. What you keep on seeing is Hausa people. These are the important position in this country is being held by them. And somebody like Buhari keep on borrowing money. At a point, when Jonathan was in power, how many times did he hear that Jonathan went to Switzerland to borrow money? It has not done. Things are not done like that way. The best way for you to do, the best way to do in this country is just you go your separate way, I go my separate way. Let me go and develop my own country. If I should come to your own country, I am very, very sure I'm coming as a foreigner. No more. It's just a fair country, according to my fellow adopted child, according to David. I got me. It's adopted brother. I'm an adopted brother. It's my brother. So that is the truth. So good morning, Mr. Kelly. Whatever you are, anywhere in the world, I greet all our viewers. I say, may God bless you. Thank you very much.
I have the bank card here this morning.
Mr. Chuku,
the bank.
Point of corruption. I'm not a banker.
Point of corruption.
Sorry, point of correction. I'm not a banker. I do also for streets.
Okay, you're from the street. You're made from the streets.
I'm made from the streets. I grew up in the streets, and I will continue to represent the streets.
What can you say about this road now?
This road. What happened to the road?
It's not like this before.
It is not like how before.
I know I have to.
Do you know how much it was?
I know you work with
I don't work with
You have an idea of how they operate.
I have an idea of how they operate. Does not mean I work with them. Now, do you know how much was awarded to construct this road? Now, is this one? Now, imagine. Now, I bet you in the next 4 months now, flood would wash away this road. Flood would definitely wash away because now it is not the amount that is being budgeted that is being used to execute this project. Now, fine, Endsars awarded the project, but now standard the local government chairman. But now standard is this road. We're talking about good road. Now I bet you in the next 4 months now, this road will not be safe again because definitely flood will wash it away. So now what I'm saying, giving praise on people who are cleaning us indirectly. Now the next thing of now when the chairman said yesterday, he said roughly how much this road and this one at this college would spend the budgeted over 6 million just to construct 2 roads. This one and one in College Road. That was what our chairman was telling us yesterday. That was what our chairman was telling us. See, to me, it sounds so stupid. This road, how many kilometers is this road? That we spent just no. Okay, now let us assume he spent 3 million on this road. Who is fooling who? And you still want us to believe these people are demonic. These people are just these people don't want anything good for us because you construct road now. You now what inflates the prices of the contract. That is Nigeria.
You are saying the contract may have been inflated.
It's not may have been inflated. It is what I know. It is what inflated. The chairman should be held accountable for this. How can you tell me that this road from here to this place, how many kilometers of road is it for it to cost 3 million? This kind of road. Okay, what if you want to approve Lagos Expressway? How much will it cost? These positions, they are the real demon. They are devil. If you see, I begin
I
to
know you watch your back as you're saying this.
watch my back how.
Endsars and protesters have been attacked. The panelists are alleging threats to life because of them coming out to boldly testify against the government.
Mr. Chuku, how many times have I told you bluntly here that he have received calls from DSS on diverse occasion, threatening me not to come on this platform and speak to you. And the last time I reported that to you, I told you, I said if our life is safe, and you gave me that guarantee, said that nothing should not happen to us. So now I believe now surely that will happen, because now Nigeria don't like truth. People coming out to like tell your world what is really happening. Just like Adegboruwa life too is also what people, he said he has received threats from that person. Now who is threatening him? It is not people from the government sector, because I believe now the government on their own has been what indicted in this Endsars panel. So now they will do everything on their way just to take these people off the hook. Sorry, just to kill them or just to take them away. And that is the kind of country we find ourselves. Imagine people coming out to tell the world the truth. That okay, this is what transpired during the Endsars. Now, some persons were killed. People lost their lives now. Because majority of them were what indicted. Soldiers were indicted. Police were indicted. The governor was indicted. Top-notch government officials were indicted. Now, it has resulted to what threatening them.
I was attacked, caught like a thief.
He said,
one of the witnesses said I was attacked.
That witness that said he was attacked now was macheted yesterday. Some hoodlums invaded his house. She said she was at home around 9 p.m. when some hoodlums came and macheted her. Thank God she did not die. Thank God for some neighbors that came to her aid. If not so, their mission was just to go and kill them. Now, who sent those people? Are you telling me? Am I the one? It is the top notch in the government hierarchy, in the government system, that wants to take them, that wants to kill them. So that is the country we find ourselves. And now I believe now, if those people truly value their life, they should hide their head for now, because these people can go extra miles just to take their life, because now these people have become stand as an impediment to their 2023 ambition. So now that means now those people that want to testify again, those people, there are small persons that still want to testify. Now they will be scared just to come out because of what that has happened to those who have testified. Adegboruwa said now he has received a lot of calls, threatening calls. The son, you know that at first he was the one that leaked the report. Lagos State government said the report of the Endsars panel should be made confidential, but he said no. He had that boldness. He had that effrontery to leak the report. Now his life is in danger. His life is in danger. He has been crying that what if anything happens to him, that the government should be held accountable.
Sunaya is asking a question. Who would want to attack eyewitnesses? Does not make sense. They pose no threat.
To Nigeria, well, I don't understand. See, to Nigeria, she stop seeing things from the Western world. How things happen in the Western world. This is zoo. This is jungle. Nigeria is the jungle. Now, are you telling me now those persons that came and witnessed and testify against government? Government sees them as an impediment, as an obstacle to their 2023 bid. Because now you've come on here, you've blackmailed the government. According to the government, now the government is even saying those people, what they testified, they were all false. And now, are you saying government will not take them off? Government will kill them. The government will kill them, yes. Because if you have that effrontery, if you have that boldness to come and say now, the Lagos government killed about 7 persons during the Endsars panel. Now, do you think Lagos State will just sit down? Fold your hands, and start clapping for you. That Mr. Witness, you've done well. Government will go and search for your data, because they know that what you've posed definitely you pose a threat to them. Now, if you come out now, Nigerians would gladly believe that, and which I have believed it too. Now, are you not okay now? Okay, now, are you telling me it's just a ordinary person? Are you telling me it's just another person that will just go on the street and start maltreating them? No, it is the government machinery. The government have people that do this dirty job for them. So I believe those people should please hide their head for now, because the government is desperate to take anybody off now. Anybody who is coming out to tarnish their own image. Nigeria is a jungle, and now if those eventually that lady that was maltreated yesterday, if she died, nobody will be held accountable. Nobody, even the government. And now, as a witness, they should have protection, immunity. But now, like, even the police too wants to kill the witness, even the police officer, because that witness indicted the police, indicted the Nigerian army, indicted the local state government. And now, are you saying municipal will just fold their hands? They want to take her off. So that's the kind of country we find ourselves. So imagine a country. Now, how do you want the truth to prevail when the witnesses are scared to come out openly and give account of what transpired during the Endsars trial?
Okay. Thank you very much.
I want to say this again. Please, I want to now for our upcoming get together. Please, I want to re-emphasize this again. Please, you can as well contribute towards the program on the 4th, I mean, 4th of next month. And then again, I want to officially invite Mr. Taiwo Odulade. Please, if you can honor this invitation, boss, I'll be glad. Please, if you can come all the way from UK, just try and honor this invitation. I want to invite you personally. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you very much. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Onochie for your kind gesture. I want to say a big thank you, Mr. Sunday, Mr. Sonny, and Mrs. Kalu for your kind gesture. We'll give you a report of what you're saying. Mr. Raphael,
Yes, it's a very nice idea to change location. You know, life is all about changing, rotating, and as you can see, the earth rotates, the world rotates. So as we rotate from this angle to this, to in front of Kitop. Kitop is a giant boutique in Oba here. We're just in front of Kitop, and you can see the road is there because the Honorable Deputy Governor of Lagos State is having a beautiful plaza concluded just at my back there. Not up to 100 or 200 meters at the junction there. And see, you can see the road. Thank you very much, and I hope you've seen the video, your friend, what he's doing across Nigeria. The video's birthday in advance was celebrated 3 days ago when he contributed his friends 251 million naira.
Sorry, he added 50 million naira.
He added his own personal 50 million to make it 251.
Yeah.
That's for his birthday. But what happened? He all of a sudden commuted it, changed it to donation. To what? All the orphanages, less privileges, motherless babies across Nigeria. A young boy that is in his late 20s, early 30s. Davido is 29. Look at that kind of gesture. What is he trying to do here? Davido is attacking Nigerian politicians. He's trying to tell them that it's not all about selfish. It is all about altruism, selflessness. It's a general benevolence, which in the Oyibo people, they say now what? Philanthropism. Davido, kudos to you. So good morning, my brother.
Okay, we are commending the Endsars for this road.
Yes, Endsars. Yes.
Despite the fact that David criticized saying that there's a political connotation.
Connotation, yeah, you're right. On the road.
But at least let's see it as a kind of expressing
ourselves anyway.
Okay, let's I was attacked, caught like a thief. Witness of the Endsars report has come out. Panelists are saying they are being threatened.
Yes. Panel leaders are being threatened. The witnesses, Ikechukwu Elochukwu, what's the name of that? The first guy that was hacked, almost hacked to death. He received a car. Kosi Sochukwu was attacked. The first testifier was attacked. Sorry. Excuse me.
The change of environment.
Excuse me, please. The first testifier was attacked. I think they almost hacked him to death. Then the lady that came forward, I think yesterday, was attacked. I hope. Yes, I hope they have not spread anything gaseous, dangerously gaseous here. So, let me tell you, the first testifier was attacked, the second was attacked. One out of the testifiers is receiving death threats as of now. So, you know why I'm laughing? I know that Endsars last year was targeted at police brutality. What are the effectiveness, the characteristics, the functions of the police in the society? Is it not protection? So when you go to courts with the police, with security agents, who is going to protect you? That is another question. We need to be so deep in thinking or thought. The police that will give you protection this time around, you are going to testify against him in the court. Not that they are not doing the needful. Not that it is not what the international community wants right now to rectify what happened last year. Endsars protest, whereby many youths were shot dead at Target. But this time around, you see the police that will give them protection, they colluded with the federal forces to what? To buy mercenaries that are attacking testifiers. You know that if the aftermath of these reports should be rightly implemented, most of the police officers should go in for it. I don't know whether I understand where I'm going, Chris. So every testifier should be very, very careful. Nigeria is not Europe. Nigeria is not America. You are going to testify against Nigerian police, which you know, of course, they are among the criminals. They constitute the deadliest criminals in the society here.
Are you going to collaborate with?
They collaborate with criminals, I'm telling you. Look at what is happening to testifiers.
Yeah.
No, it's not an allegation. Oga, I should be very careful if I have any case with a police officer in Nigeria. Because I know that our police is not a policeman, is not a German police. Our police is not Spanish police. You will be very careful. Outside the court premises, from there it starts. And you know this is Lagos. Lagos have their what? Political fathers here, people that manages politics as if it is their own family affairs. Do you understand? So, to me, those testifiers, the court should make sure that they give them security. If Lagos State government is sincere, they should have provided securities for the testifiers. You go to the court to testify on your way going, someone will just blow off your skull, your head. You see? So, the lives of the testifiers in the courts are on the line here. I'm telling you, that guy received serious court as if he's a criminal.
The lady,
they ran after her. They wanted to kill her. They nearly brought her down like a lizard or a thief. Somebody that is trying to work for the masses, for the youth. You see it. The level black man could go to destroy themselves. If this is in America, it won't happen that way. Everybody, they will put hand on the table, do you understand, to bring those security officials to book, to bring the sponsors of attack at Lekki Gate to book. But you see those sponsors, they sponsor Togri, they bought miscreants, they are behind Aburu, they are behind even assassins. I think you understand. So I don't think the courts as a branch of, of the judiciary in Nigeria is doing enough to see that the lives of these testifiers are not, ultimate danger, or you call it perility, because we can see now they are killing them, they are attacking them. Don't be surprised that I pray that those testifiers will not be killed.
I asked Charles a question.
Yes.
If you fight for the unification of Nigeria, you fight for Nigerians, you are going to be killed. You fight to separate from Nigeria, you also be killed.
That's
what do you fight for?
When I was listening to you asking Charles that questions, I love that questions. It has good implication in this current issue. Listen again, viewers. He is asking me, if you fight for Nigerians, you will be killed. If you fight for yourself not to be a Nigerian, or for people that are trying to disintegrate from Nigeria, you will be killed too. That's a very good question. You say it. In this country, we don't know what we are doing. We are all blind. The miscreants and the evil forces, government forces that are buying mercenaries to kill people that fought for Nigeria are the same people that have turned against separatists in Nigeria. That is what your question connotes. Why not leave in Igbo and then Kanu to continue what they are doing? If when we are fighting a fight that is, apparently for patriotism, the so-called government forces will be after us. If we are fight a fight that is apparently not for patriotism, that is for disintegration or separation, the so-called government forces that are after Nnamdi Kanu and the Igboho will say go after us.
What do they want?
What do they want? What do these people want? These people are, let me call them political witches and wizards. These people are the witches and wizards we are praying against in the church. I've been always erring this point that our grandfathers, our grandmothers in the village are not responsible for Nigerians' ordeals. We are going through a lot of grievous ordeals in this country. They are not from our ancestors or the our dead parents in the past. I think understand. They are not from those deities. They are not from those Orishe, Orumila, Oguguapu, worshipped by our ancestors, our elderly, past fathers, dead fathers. I think understand. Our technical issue there, and we're back right way. So we don't know which way to go again. You go to Lekki panel, those panel, Endsars panel, to testify against Lekki shooting, Lekki toll gate shooting. Government will not give you protection. You will be killed after testifying. On getting outside the court premises, you will be killed. Look at what happened to those testifiers. So we don't know which way to go. This is our fatherland as sung by Sonny Okos. But in your fatherland, you are not protected. If you are without Nigeria, you are not protected. If you are within Nigeria, you are not protected. So the best way is disintegration. Because I know that we are all preaching for United Nigeria. But look at it. United Nigeria, people that fight fervently, so tacitly for patriotism. We ask, see what is happening to them. See what is happening to the testifiers of Endsars and the Endsars and police brutality. The shooting at Lekki toll gate last year. Look at what is happening to them. Most of the witnesses have been attacked by government mercenaries. Who are those people sending those miscreants, wicked mercenaries to attack those testifiers? Who are responsible? Who are the culprits? Think deep. You that scrubs your body while you are bathing with clothes. know yourself. Ask yourself questions. If what we are doing is good. Is it not when Nnamdi Kanu start agitating for Biafra? Is it not when Sunday Igboho started agitation for the Yorubas? Emancipation of Odudua? Is it not what orchestrated this kind of punishment meted out to them? Who is the real person in Nigeria? Who is the real patriot or patriotist? When the people that are fighting for patriotism, absolute patriotism for this country, are being killed and maimed. Christian, which way to go?
Okay, some Northerners have said, Northern politicians and stakeholders have said that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released politically. He must face the wrath of the law.
Those Northern elders or forum, you know, they are mostly constituted of the Fulanis. If they could be the same Northern elders that ask Nigeria to leave Biafra to go, let me tell you, if they are the one, it means they are confused. The so-called Northern elders or whatever forum, they are confused. Because I think sometimes ago, you'll be asking us here, Northern elders said Nnamdi Kanu should go, they should release him, Igbos should go their own. Look at, they made U-turn again and come back and start saying all this manner of silly things. Do you understand? It means they are confused. I think understand, there are people that constitute the highest low mentality stricken region, people in this country, not indigenous people of the north. You turn left, you turn right. That is, they are unstable as well because they have low mentality. But if you ask me, Northern Elder Forum or whatever they call themselves is principally constituted of the Fulani people, because the Fulanis are troublemakers. If you ask me, the original indigenous people of the north are the Hausas, and the Hausas are not troublemakers. Hausas originally, they are good people. I'm telling you. So if they say Nnamdi Kanu to face the what do you call it, the law, you know that the law is caught with him. Thank you. Nnamdi Kanu, all of us know that Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime. Let the court decide. I think understand. Let them go to court. Why bring him today? They won't bring him tomorrow. Why leaving him inside today? They will invite Igbos tomorrow. Nobody will come to the court. Why are they just dancing around? Nobody is afraid of the law. Nnamdi Kanu is not afraid of the law. The government that are holding Nnamdi Kanu, Malami and his camps, they are the one that are avoiding what? Court appearance of the guy. Bringing the guy to the court, they won't bring him to the court. Malami is afraid because he doesn't know the law. He doesn't know anything about law ideology. Jurisprudence has eluded a whole AGF because he has not got ordinary GCE. Go and investigate him well. If he should face the law, we are not afraid. It should face the law. But my warning, I stand my warning that if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, you know who the Igbos are. Igbos will never, ever relent from what? Fighting for what is theirs. Okay. So if they follow it according to law, fine. He has not committed any treasonable felony. If they do same to Igboho, fine. Igboho has not committed any offense. Igboho was just agitating for Odudua, and it's a normal thing. It is civil responsibility of anybody in Nigeria to air his point, to air his opinion. Nobody is born to rule in Nigeria. Everybody, the whole political zone, everybody is what? Eligible to rule Nigeria. Okay. Nobody, not only the Northerners, not only the what do you call them, Southerners, not only the Southeast, not only the South. Give Igbo man what is his. It is Igbo man's turn. We should be telling ourselves the truth. If Igbo fails to rule Nigeria 2023, everybody should go. Yes, that is it. Okay. It should be PDP and Igbo man, APC, Igbo man, the two political zones, the two political platforms that are giants in the Nigerian politics. PDP and APC. APC, Igbo, PDP, Igbo, or else.
Thank you very much, Sir Raphael.
Thank you.
President, I have Mr.
I want just brief.
Okay. Let me get your response, Mr. Lazarus.
Ask me the question.
Get vaccinated or lose your job, federal government tells workers. You believe that there's COVID-19?
I do not believe in COVID-19 because it's a scam. And what they are doing it for their own benefit. And that is where they like to borrow money for themselves, not for individuals. Because our federal government have already lied for us. To the extent they say they won't go buy mosquito net? How many people when want to share the mosquito net? How many times when they care for the masses? We say you are sick or whatever. They don't say they after this thing, COVID-19. They are borrowing money again for us. And that man, that woman with the so-called Amino is not a minister. He's a borrower. That is. I'm telling you the reality. Because the woman not supposed to be there. It's because of political sentimentality that I'm making to be there. Because I took it on notice and observation that what they're doing there, they are trying to put Nigeria into state of agony. Do you know the meaning of state of agony? People call it barrier. Nigeria will be a novice. They will not know what is going on.
What will you say about the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
What I will say for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be released because he's a freedom fighter. He did not fight anybody with a gun. He fight with the mouth and the biro. It's because of his wisdom that is above Nigeria. That's why Nigeria don't want to bring him in law court. Because they know that if they bring him in a law court, he will defeat them. That's why they will beat him.
Finally, how are you coping in this country?
I don't have anything in Nigeria, rather in Biafra.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Lazarus. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good analysis from Mr. Lazarus. Take care of yourself. Good morning, Mr. Okukoda.
Allow me to laugh.
Okay.
You got something different.
Okay.
Mr. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
Shall we pray? In Jesus' name. Father Yahweh, I thank thee, I praise you, I magnify your name for making possible for me to be alive and see these days. I thank thee on behalf of our viewers all over the world. I thank thee for the viewers who put something into our hand to keep our soul and body together. I thank thee, even the one that did not give unto us. Lord, bless every one of them in Jesus' name. It shall be one with them wherever they are in Jesus' name. I thank thee, Father Yahweh, on behalf of Philip TV, who made it possible for us to air our view through this platform have set up. May you bless in Jesus' name. I thank you even on behalf of Christian Chuku, who always give me the privilege to speak. Father Yahweh, thank thee. I praise you on his behalf in Jesus' name. I thank you, Father Yahweh, on behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you keep him alive. Even in the den of lion, you still protect him. Father, be praised in Jesus' name. I thank thee on behalf of Sunday Bohu. I thank thee on behalf of Amateku. I thank thee on behalf of Duduwa Republic. I thank thee on behalf of IPOB, Biafra Nation, Biafra Indigenes, South, Southeast, the ones in the Gala, the ones in Kongi, the ones in Edo. Lord, I thank thee. Benue, I thank thee. Lord, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. Father Yahweh, I glorify your name. I thank Christ. Amen. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem in this second Republic of Biafra. Live by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Long live ESN. Long live Amateku. Long live Sunday Bohu. Long live IPOB. Long live Simon Ekpa. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, let's look at, somebody asked the question, I'm asking you now, saying that if you are fighting for the unity of Nigeria, for the betterment of Nigeria, like the Endsars protesters did, they fight for a better Nigeria, you will be killed. If you are now fighting to separate from Nigeria, you agitate not to be a part of Nigeria, like Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, you will be killed. What should you now fight for?
You see one thing, people who fight for Endsars testify, they want truth. That's why they testify. Now, people that are fighting for separation, both on the Bohu and Nnamdi Kanu and others, they know the truth. They are speaking the truth. Why are they fighting? Because there's no truth in Nigeria. So whether you speak for Endsars in favor of testify against the evil in Endsars, or you are fighting for separation to be in a country where truth reign, you stand between the deep blue sea and the devil. You understand what I'm saying?
Deep blue sea and the devil.
And the devil, you stand between. Like this, you fall into the deep blue sea. like this, you fall into the hand of Satan. So in any way, you're not safe. That's what I'm saying. In any way, you're not safe. Look, I could remember during the time of NPN, UPN, NPP, GNPP, PRP, and others, and NAP. The slogan that NPN used to keep that time. If you cannot beat them, you join them. That's exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. If you cannot beat them and you refuse to join them, you're on your own risk. Now, if you watch, the real government of Nigeria today is what the Bible describes in Isaiah chapter 59. That truth have gone a journey of no return. Whosoever speak truth shall never see good. Whosoever speak truth must surely be killed. And this said, the people that have bent themselves, they know not the way of God. If you read that Psalm 59 down, you will see say he's talking of sin, and that completely sin is the system. That sin is described there. Is the system Nigeria is operating. Nigeria is lawless country. Nigeria is a jungle of no safety. Nigeria is where all animals are equal, but all animals don't have the same color. Nigeria is where all animals are equal, but some animals are cow. That's what Nigeria is. Everybody have privilege, but there are some people that have privilege of killing, and there are some people have privilege. Bend down your head to be cut off. That's the two privilege. I have privilege to carry gun. Then this man have privilege for him to die. That is what is happening in Nigeria.
Okay. Get vaccinated or lose your jobs. Federal government tell workers.
Oh well, that one is government workers. But let me ask you. Now, last time it will be like it's a debate, like COVID-19 there or COVID, it's not COVID-19. Really, this last Sunday, it came to happen. A pastor from America came to my denomination or the church where I worship and tell us really there's a COVID-19. He mentioned, I think what state he mentioned? He said every day 1,000 people are dying. Every day. I know that this one will not tell lie, no matter what happened. Now, why are they dying there? Whether follow, promote that thing over there. Because if you watch this COVID-19, you always develop with cold weather. But in Africa, we have hot weather. And our body resists something like that more than white men. I'm talking about what I'm saying. Every African man have malaria virus.
Anti-malaria virus.
No, he have malaria virus in him, but it doesn't kill us because it has become part of us. A white man, the malaria that attack black man for 6 months, that malaria cannot attack a white man for 1 hour. He will die because of the system of their nature. So I'm not doubting that vaccine is not there. But why federal government are forcing us to take vaccine? Why do they force us to give us palliative? But that's what I'm saying. Why don't they force us to give us palliative? Now they're forcing us to give us vaccine. This vaccine they're giving us, have they tested it? Have they taken it? That's what you're going to ask.
Okay.
They themselves should show some example.
Okay.
You understand? Not when you go and take a poison, you inject on another person's body. There are some people, their body reacts on this, something like this. Not everybody. It may be, the vaccine may be real, but some people, their own nature doesn't accept it. I know a person. He went to airport. His passport, they asked him to complete. He do everything. He had no show. The whole 10 finger. But other people go and show. You know something? That person, his own nature, his own body reaction. So they should not force people to take. Why should they force us to take? Do they force us to pay our salary? How many people are dying in hunger? Look, let me tell you, the people that hunger kill in Nigeria is more than what COVID-19 kill or coronavirus. The people Fulani herdsmen kill is more than what COVID-19 kill. The people that kill in Lekki Tollgate, is it COVID-19 kill them? It's more than what the people that kill in Lekki Tollgate. It's more than what COVID-19 killed in Nigeria in 2 years since COVID-19 started. So I don't see why federal government should forcing people to go and take vaccine. Leave them. Person who want to take, let him take. Person who want to die, let him die.
Okay.
It's a choice.
Okay, let's lastly, they are saying that Nnamdi Kanu should follow due process. They should not release Nnamdi Kanu. Northern elders. Northern elders. Where are Northern elders? When Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, is the bringing Nnamdi Kanu back to court, is it due process? Okay. Bringing Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria is not due process. Northern elders should tell government now of Nigeria, tell Buhari and the people that international criminal court is waiting for them. I think the United Nations right to Buhari and Kenya government, let them come and explain how Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to Nigeria. Why can Northern elders tell them that is due process? Let them go for that due process. Northern elders. These people that call Northern elders are the problem of Nigeria. Ariwa, Northern Elders Forum, whether Ariwa youth or whatever they are, Mianti Allah, they are the problem of Nigeria. They are the people putting Nigeria backward. Emir clique, the clique of emirs, they are the people putting Nigeria backward. I challenge Northern elders. They should tell Buhari and others to go outside the query in ICC. They should reply United Nations that give them letter to come and explain how Nnamdi Kanu came back to Nigeria. That is due process. We are not begging them to free Nnamdi Kanu. If they like, let them kill him. If they like, let them leave him alive. But if God to say Biafra will be, Biafra will be. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody, unless Biafra is not the will of God. If Biafra is the will of God, it will surely come to pass. Before this will come to an end, it will surely come to pass. Okay. It will surely be. Because Pharaoh wasn't able to stop God delivering Israel from the land of Egypt. Nobody, Mianti Allah, Buhari government, Northern elders, Ariwa can never stop the hand of God to deliver Biafra from Nigeria. Okay. You understand? Okay. Thank you. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Oko condemned. In this second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Long live ESN. Long live Sunday Bohu. Long live Amateku. Long live Odwa Republic. Long live Simon Ekpa. Long live all our viewers all over the world. May all of us live. Long live Nigeria and do the right thing. And do the right thing, not evil. May God bless every human being that loves truth and stand in truth. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much. Okay. Wonderful today. Mr. Emmanuel, I saw your comments, your response that you want to support we guys. You can reach me on my Facebook, Christian Chuku. You'll see my picture, Christian Chuku. I'm wearing Christian Chuku. Or you can reach me on 08157515167. 08157515167. And thank you for your support, everyone that's been part of the program today. A big thank you to Mr. Raphael, Mr. Chigozie, Mr. Kokodem, Mr. Charles, Mr. David, Mr. Matthew, being part of the program. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis, big man. I one day like you to see his face. The man behind the camera, one day you have to see his face, Mr. Femi. He's a good-looking guy. He's a fine boy. Okay, as we move to the end of Bystanders Newsstand, I have my people here this morning. They have been part of our success story. They have been part. Without them, we will not come out every day. Okay, bye for now. Mr. David is a politician.
You know what happened? One day I would like two Nigerian direct to come. Let
Yeah.
us see their face.
Yeah,
two Nigerian.
Let them
You two talk.
Okay.
You know they talk. Attack brother Taiwo.
Thank you.
Make you know that attack brother Taiwo.
Thank you very
Mariam,
much.
one
Thank
day
you
we
very
come.
much.
Make we see your face.
Okay, bye for now. See me tomorrow by God's grace. I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. A big thank you to Biodu, the CEO of Flip TV, Mr. Biodu Poliyu. Bye for now.